So, Raw ended with quite the segment. Lots to talk about coming out of it. But even going into it, actually, Paul Heyman had been waiting throughout all of Raw for Roman. He was sat there and CM Punk happens to come along, put his arm around Paul Heyman just as Roman arrived. Roman glanced over, saw his wise man was with CM Punk, being all buddy-buddy, and Roman didn't want anything to do with Paul. He walked to the ring, Paul following behind, and then Roman got in the ring, and once again, he asked his wise man, "Why did you betray me?" This is where Paul Heyman responded by saying that he didn't betray Roman, he was just paying back a favor. Roman made an excellent point, though, saying, well, aren't you meant to pay back the favor? Why am I the one that's being screwed? I never asked for CM Punk to help us at Survivor Series. So why do I lose my wise man? Why am I the one that's suffering? Aren't you meant to be paying this favor back? So it was a good point by Roman, kind of saying like, you know, he's your friend. This is no inconvenience really for you to go over with him. I'm the one that's losing something. I'm the one that's being screwed. So the crowd were chanting, "You effed up" to Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins came out. Seth's outfit here is giving Shield vibes. I mean, it is quite ill-fitting. It does look like a cheap cosplay version of a Shield outfit, but I do get that seemingly that's what we were looking for. Even the nameplate as well. I mean, I don't know that we've been using that nameplate before. But, yeah, you can sort of see kind of Temu Shield going on here. But basically, Seth came down and he was like, the winner of this match is going to define the future of our industry. And what I said during the watch-along is I really want to believe that. I really want that to be true. I really want to believe that the winner of this is going to go on to big things. I sort of feel like we run the risk of a couple of weeks later the result being irrelevant. I would like to think the winner is going to go on and get this big monster push, going to get these big opportunities. A lot of people feel like a title shot should be on the line. I don't even know if it shouldn't be something even bigger than that. I can't sit here and say what is bigger than that. But I really like that. I really want to believe this. I want to believe the winner of this match is going to go on to define the future of the industry. Here, look, WWE Creative Humor said, kids back in the old days, people at WrestleMania fought over titles, not managers. It is true, having Heyman being like the piggy in the middle. And, you know, I don't mean any disrespect by piggy. Sports Key of Wrestling said, favors are a choice. You've got to figure out why your wise man is choosing CM Punk over you. Explosive. This is where Roman turned around and he went, he's right, Seth's right. But then boom, he smashed him, right? Laid Seth out, but then he turned around. And of course, we got this moment right here. Heyman looking quite pleased because he just saw Seth get dealt with, but then Roman shoves Heyman to the ground. Big moment. Big moment. That's when Seth would get back in the ring with a chair. He would wallop Roman with that chair, which is obviously a big callback to the end of the Shields. There is Seth with that chair. This is a shot, a moment that has been seen many times before and will be seen many times after as well. So, yeah, that was a big moment, kind of a callback, if you will. That bit there, that's from like 2014 when the Shield broke up. So we had that moment. That's the look on Heyman's face as the show came to a close. And that was about it. CM Punk did come down at one point to try and deal with Roman after he had shoved Heyman out the ring. Seth ended up curbing Roman and Punk and then delivering that chair shot. There was another interesting line that was delivered that people in our community was getting quite excited about. Little Ray, shout out to you. This is the line.
To always do what is best for business.
Now, best for business is a line that Triple H used to use when he was in the Authority. And when the Shield broke up, Seth joined the Authority. So best for business goes all the way back to the breakup of the Shield, right? Nav said, do what's best for business. I feel like this line has got two different meanings. One being that callback to the 2014 Shield breakup, but the other being that John Cena said that exact line at the press event. Then he sold his soul to The Rock. Potentially, is Seth aligning with Rock and Cena? Could it be that Heyman does join up with Seth, but Seth actually joins up with The Rock? And what we end up over the summer is a faction of Cena, Rock, and Seth, with Heyman as all of their wise man, like, kind of situation. Is it that he could we get Cena with Heyman? Could we get Seth with Heyman? Could we get Rock with Heyman? Is Heyman going to join this new faction? Could that be a direction that we go? Could it be that actually this is a play by Roman? Could it be that Roman is making us think he's done with his wise man and he pushes him down, only for it to be revealed at WrestleMania they've been on the same page all along? Could it be that it's not that Paul betrays Roman? Could it be that Paul betrays Punk? Could that be the betrayal? Could it be that he's going to stay with Roman? Is it that Paul's going to go with Seth? Is it that Seth is going to go and join up with The Rock? Or is he going to stay on his own and it'll be Seth and Paul? Is it that Paul goes off with CM Punk? That one feels least likely because they're already good friends. Punk doesn't really need Heyman. So I would say of all the options, that one feels least likely. The other option as well is that Paul just puts his arms up and just walks away. It's just all too much. He's being pulled in so many different directions. Forget this. And he walks away. And maybe later in the year, he returns with a new star, someone like an Obafemi, or a big Bronson Reed, or a Trick Williams, or someone, or a Bron Breakker. You know, Heyman is a difference maker. You put him with someone and that person gets elevated. Doesn't always work. We've seen lots of Heyman guys in the past where it's not always worked, but he does make a difference. I think we can at least agree on that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm none the wiser as to which way this is going to go. I know many people out there are just adamant he goes off with Seth and that it's really obvious that it's going to go that way. Part of me wonders if it's not a bit too obvious. Part of me wonders that, you know, the only person in this match that Heyman has got no warm feelings for is Seth. And, you know, I kind of look at the fact that he didn't curb stomp Heyman when he could have. I look at the fact that he just hit Punk and Roman with curbs and chairs, and again, he hasn't done anything to Heyman. I look at the best for business line, which makes me think, are we going to do some interest in a turn for Seth soon? Which would, in my mind, align him a little bit more with Heyman. So, to be honest with you, I think there are so many options on the table. I think there are so many directions this can go. I actually can't sit here and tell you which way I think this goes. I think the one that I would probably enjoy, I don't mind Seth and Heyman joining up with Cena and Rock. The only problem with that is they're not around very much. But we could certainly see Seth enjoying being a part of that company. You know, get in like his own dressing room and being spoiled private jets. I mean, that would be really great for the Seth character. Get in that kind of treatment, being given that kind of spotlight. That's the advantages of having The Rock as a friend, as an acquaintance, selling your soul, if you will. And we know Heyman will sell his soul. I think he's already done it several times. So, yeah, that's definitely a direction we could go. But I really don't mind him just walking away and coming back with someone else later in the year. So, I don't know. What did you think about this segment? I felt like Raw was a little bit flat, a little bit straightforward. There wasn't really any OMG moments. It was pretty standard stuff. this segment was easily the biggest talking point, and it was very interesting. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And obviously, we'll be back later with Unseen and back tomorrow with NXT. It's a big week this week, so plenty on the way. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.